Good morning, everybody. So it's what I eat on a Monday. We're going to try and see if I can do a Monday shooting today of what I eat. Starting off my morning with making my pancakes. So I'm getting ready to start my day. It's just a little bit after 6 a.m. and I am getting ready for my first fueling, which is typically how I start my day with these pancakes. So got a little bit of my favorite syrup on them. Good way to start the day. So it's 9 a.m. and it's time for my second fueling, and I wanted to show you what I have brought for the week to choose from. So I bring a variety of different things for grab and go. Like I'm going to have these cinnamon sugar sticks right now, but I also have a lot of things in here that are easy just to pop in and make in a couple minutes at work if I get behind on what I'm doing. And then I've got a lot of bars in here too. So this is my whole supply for the whole week. So I pack about, 17 to 20 things in here to bring on Monday morning, and then I just grab and go as the week goes on. It's time for my third fueling, which is, I always do at lunchtime, so it's about 12:30 now. But I wanted to show you what I prepared ahead of time. So I found the key, the secret out to this chili. The longer you have it in the crock pot, the better. And I did this actually by mistake Saturday. So I had put a couple of packages in the crock pot in the morning, forgot about them, and then later that night when we were home, like, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it was time for a fueling, and realized, oh yeah, that was in the crock pot. And I tell you what, it turned out even better. So I think the longer you put this chili in the crock pot, the better. And I honestly, I added a little bit of chili powder too, just that I normally use in chili, and it just made it's delicious. It's really, really good. I've also, you see, I've melted down some Laughing Cow, a wedge of Laughing Cow in here. That's that spicy one, just like the kick it gave it. But I'm going to be, putting several packages in a crock pot all day, and then putting them in these little single servings and bringing them to work this fall and winter. This works out really well, really well. And James loved them too. So this is definitely a win. And so then today at work, I just had to stick it in the microwave for a couple minutes, and it was already ready. So, but look how it does the beans. Nice and plump. So, really, really glad. Nice that we're having cooler weather outside so I can have chili. So school's out and it is time for another fueling. Before I go home, I'm gonna actually stop by the grocery store on the way home and pick up the groceries for the week. So before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and have my fourth fueling before I leave school and head to the grocery store. And I'm doing the caramel macchiato shake, which is a new one for me. I've never had this one before. I like it, it's okay. I made one of them the other day with coffee, and I think I like that a little bit better. This one I just made with ice and water. It's still really good, but I think I do like it better with a coffee flavored base to it. Again, still good, like all the shakes. This is probably one of my least favorites. Kind of ranks to me with the strawberry one too. I really like the chocolate peanut butter combination, and I like the vanilla a lot too. But this is lower priority for me. But it's my fourth fueling today, and I'm hoping I get through the day with doing the what I eat on a Monday. I'm just about finished, so gonna go home after the grocery store, make my lean and green for tonight, and then of course you know what I'll have for my last fueling of the day. Yep, it'll be my brownie with PB2. Just got home from my grocery store run, and look what's on my floor. Yep, I got another Optavia order to unpack tonight. It's a good thing because cupboards are looking a little bare. Look at the bar selection, like there's hardly anything there. We're out of potatoes and one brownie left. Not one whole package, one brownie left and just a few biscuits left. So we are down to bare bones. These are my shakes that I've got left, and a couple boxes of pancakes. So ready to restock our pantry. Okay, I got more of our pancakes. You know, I have those about every morning. And then we totally ran out of potatoes yesterday, so we have 5 boxes now of potatoes. James pretty much has these every day. We have 2 flavors now, so we have the roasted garlic creamy and the sour cream and chive. So I can't remember which one that we've had before and which one's new, but I know that they're all good. And then 3 more boxes of brownies, or 4. There's another one behind there. And then 2 of the cinnamon cream cheese swirl cakes. We haven't had these before, so I'm super excited to try those this time. And then 4 of the cheddar herb biscuits, and we are just about out of those, so glad to have those. We like those a lot. And then 1 of each of the shakes, and 3 more of the cinnamon sugar sticks. I like these a lot for breakfast. And then 3 more boxes of the chocolate chip mint bar. We've been out of those for a few weeks. More of the drizzled chocolate fudge crisp bars. We've been out of those for a few weeks, and those 2 are my favorite bars for chocolate. And then another one of the dark chocolate coconut curry bar. James loves this one. I had gotten a reorder of it just a few weeks ago for James. This is his favorite bar. I can't stand them. He can have all that he wants, but they're his favorite. So, which is fine, because then he'll stay out of something I love. And then we've been out of the frosted cookie dough bar. Got a couple more of those. Been out of the caramel delight crisp bar, a couple of those. And we haven't been out of the zesty lemon, but I went ahead and picked up a couple boxes of those so we wouldn't run out. So I am ready to restock the pantry. Pantry is restocked. We are good. And I got another one of these Lazy Susans for my shakes. I do a lot of the shakes. James doesn't necessarily. He does more bars than I do, but so got one that I held my bars in, and now I got one for my shakes. That works pretty well. The boxes work great for the other stuff. That all works, and you can see we're ready to go. And I actually have stuff put away in the other room of overstock items. I wanted to show you what I was making tonight. So I got this Kevin's roasted garlic chicken at Costco, and it actually comes with 2 different packages inside of it. So I'm taking one of those packages and doing what it says to it on the skillet. I'll show you that in a second. Here's the nutritional information for it. And basically we're going to be having 5 ounces each of the chicken that's in there, and then some of the sauce. So that's the information about the calorie count and everything. And then I'm going to pair it with some zucchini noodles that I've just sauteed up in a little bit of olive oil and garlic, salt and pepper, and some seasoning. And then this is that mixture of that Kevin's chicken and that garlic sauce. So we're just going to spoon this over it. So we'll let you know how it tastes. It's just about ready to go. It smells great though. Hi there everybody. So it's time for my lean and green on a Monday for what I eat in a day. Been doing well. I got to the grocery store. I got all the groceries unloaded. I got all the Optavia food put away, and I made dinner. So it's a little late. It's 6:30, but we're sitting down to eat now. I haven't tried this yet. This is the Kevin's chicken garlic sauce thing that I got at Costco to try, and then I made some zoodles to go with it. James just tried it. 9.5, that's what he said. Oh, he said it needs salt. I'm gonna try it first without salt. I did put some salt on the zoodles when I made them, but I'm gonna try a bite, tell you what I think. See, it's nice white chicken breast. And it came pre-cooked. All I had to do was heat that up. I agree. That's good. I'm glad that I can use that package for 2 different dinners, because I just used 1 portion for tonight and the other's in the freezer for another night. But the sauce is really good. The chicken's really tasty in it. All I did was chop it up and then saute it over a hot skillet and then put the sauce on it. Yeah, I agree. It's 9.5. That's really good. It kind of reminds me of like a chicken and noodles, like with a kind of a gravy sauce. I mean, it's not my grandma's noodles, but it's very good. Yeah, I definitely think this is a winner. And I don't need salt on mine. I think it's fine. This isn't a fueling, but I just wanted to share with you what I've been enjoying every evening. So I got this new coffee maker that you can do the Keurig in. And so at night, I've been brewing myself either a cup of decaf coffee or a cup of hot tea that's decaffeinated. And I've really been enjoying it. And so this is the tea that I like, this English breakfast decaf tea. But then I found this tonight at the grocery store. I'm going to try it, the pure peppermint herbal tea, and it's decaf as well. I drink caffeine in the morning, regular coffee, but at anything afternoon, I don't have any caffeine at all, or it'll keep me up. So I'm going to enjoy a decaf cup of coffee, and I also put in 3 drops to my hot tea of these stevia drops, 3 of them to my hot tea. I don't do that to my coffee, but hot tea, I like a little sweetness to it. It is time for my last fueling of the night, and yes, I'm having my peanut butter brownie. Oh, I just love this. And I was gonna try the cinnamon cream cheese swirl coffee cake, but I didn't want to be disappointed, and I really look forward to this every evening. So I'm having it, and I'm going to try the coffee cake, though, for breakfast tomorrow. We'll see how that is. So last fueling on this Monday. Hi, everybody. It is Friday, and I am out of here. I say out of here because I'm leaving the school building, and it's been another week of school. And you know, we are at, what's today? October 8th. It's hard to believe that we are getting ready for fall and Halloween already, because all week this week we have had fall-like weather, kind of rainy a little bit, and temperatures have gotten cooler. But when I walked out of the building just right now, it's hot outside, and it's 85 degrees, it says on my thermometer, which is just crazy. Like, I'm ready for cooler temperatures. What are we doing? I heard that tomorrow it's going to be 89 degrees, 80 or 9 or 90, something like that. We are getting ready for a fun weekend, and I say that because we're going to do some stuff with Justin. That's my youngest son. He is turning 26. I cannot believe my baby boy is turning 26 this coming week. And so we are taking him and his girlfriend out for dinner on the plaza Saturday night. We're going to a place called Cafe Trio on the Kansas City Plaza, and they decorate like nobody's business for Halloween. It's really fun. It's a nice little restaurant, but they go all out for holiday themed decorations, and it's really cool. So we're gonna go there Saturday night for dinner. I'm really looking forward to that. Tomorrow morning, all day long, James has got an appointment for our other son, Alex, to come over and help and do a bunch of yard work they've got planned. They're going to be doing
Alex, he's in the lawn business, and he's going to bring over, I think, a bobcat and some major equipment. They're going to be doing some brush cleanup and a lot of kind of demolition work, in my opinion, in our backyard, which, our backyard's really large. It's a ½ acre, and there's some, trash and an old chicken coop back there. They're going to clean all of that out in the fence row and things like that. So it's going to be a busy day tomorrow in our household. And then Sunday, of course, we have another Chiefs game. So it's a Sunday night game, so looking forward to that again. But anyway, I'm glad that the work week is done again. I'm tired. I'm worn out. It has been a busy, stressful week at work again. I keep saying that, like every week. It's just been really intense at school this school year. Everybody's back. We're all back in person. So we've got a building full of 700 kids and staff members, but COVID is still alive and kicking. I mean, a lot of quarantines, a lot of outbreaks, and there's shortages everywhere in the country of things, like shipping and food, and that affects schools with our being able to serve lunch and breakfast, and then getting substitute teachers. We just can't hire enough to take care of absences, and so we're having to combine classrooms and fill in for one another. It's just, we're trying to have school like normal as in two years ago, and it's tough. It's tough right now to do that. Plus, really, this put it in perspective to me. We had our building counselors and social worker, they did a mental health training this past week with all of our staff, and one of the things they said and went over that really stood out to me, and they talked a lot about crisis and stress and where we're all at, all of us, with COVID and all of that that's going on, and how much trauma it's imparted on everybody, students, parents, teachers, everybody in this world has been affected so much, and where we're at with all of that crisis and trauma is we're still right in the middle of it. But here's one thing that really struck me, a visual that they put up and talked about. Our current class of 7th graders haven't had a normal school year since they were in 5th grade, which really explains a lot. So our 6th graders are really remembering back to their last school year was 4th grade, and 8th graders is 6th graders, which that's a huge gap. We're really seeing those gaps too, and how it's affected everyone. And I was thinking about, in the past 2 years, our entire country, where we've been at with, tough times, lots of stress, trauma, turmoil for everybody in our entire nation. Anyway, it's all catching up for sure, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it a lot. Anyway, glad to have a weekend. Glad to have a weekend to relax, and I'm trying to keep everything in balance with my health, but I really found myself a couple times this week, especially when I was driving home, thinking, shit, man, I'd really like to crack open a bottle of wine tonight. I did. I mean, there was a couple nights I really wanted to do that, just to de-stress and unwind. The good news is I didn't. One night I came home and took a great bubble bath, and that helped, and drank some hot tea and relaxed that way. Last night I came home and I got some new fingernail stuff. So I did my fingernails. I don't know if you can see them. They're really cute little Halloween-y looking fingernails. So I spent, 30 minutes piddling with my fingernails and just doing that kind of stuff. So I did little things to help myself out, rather than drink wine. I really wanted wine, but I didn't do it. So I'm really trying to keep my, all in balance. But it's a constant struggle to keep things in balance with your health and stress and things like that. I'm working on it. I'm still a work in progress. Let's talk about the scale this week. So I jumped on this morning because Friday is my morning weigh-in, and I was down again. I was down 7/10 of a pound, so not a whole pound, but hey, you know what? I'll take any loss. Well, I know I'll take staying the same too. Anything but a gain. I don't want gains, and I know that happens sometimes. But anyway, I had another loss, so I felt really great about that. And I was thinking about how my eating went this week. I probably a few times had a day or two where I had an extra condiment that I shouldn't have, like, by the time you count all of those, probably went over a condiment or two a couple days. But, I still think I did fine. I did my lean and greens every night, and the one night where I had the volleyball game Wednesday night, I had taken my lean and green with me, and so I had the leftovers, and so that worked fine. Tonight, it's Friday night, I'm gonna go home and we're gonna do our regular Friday night lean and green pizza. So I'm gonna make that, and then tomorrow night we'll go out to dinner. I looked at the menu for this restaurant, and man, they don't have great choices for me. I really want, I really like having like a big Cobb salad or something when I go out to dinner. I'm great with that. They don't really have anything like that, and the salads that they had, they've got a bunch of junk on them, like sweet stuff, like berries and toasted sugared pecans and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want any of that stuff. So I'm gonna really have to be specific on what to leave off of my salad, and then probably get a flank steak or something like that to go with it. I'm gonna have to be creative, which I'll do that, but anyway, it's gonna be a great place to go to, and it'll be festive, so we're gonna go there. It wouldn't be my first pick if it was just James and I and we were gonna go out to dinner, but it'll be fun for a little birthday celebration with Justin and his girlfriend, so we're going there. Anyway, and I did ask James to do a little video on how he did this week with his eating. So this was the week that he had to add in the extra dairy, so he's done that each day. So now he's added in and he's replaced one of his fuelings during the day. He's replaced it with the apple fruit, where you're supposed to have, for him it's always an apple, and then 2 sides of veggies, which for him it's always with green beans, and then a dairy, which for him, I think all week he added in the yogurt. I think that's what he did. So I will insert here in just a second the video of that and how he did this week. I know his weight stayed the same, so it was consistent this week. And then next week is actually when he puts in the whole meal. Like he'll go to pretty much 2 lean and greens a day, and he adds in grains next week. So how that works is his lunch now becomes, he adds, he takes those things he's already had, plus he's going to add in protein to that lunch, and he can add in grains now. So that's going to be a big difference. I'm going to help him through that next week. And then after that, he'll add in a certain amount of calories each week until he stops losing. So I'm guessing just even with that bump up next week of having more protein at lunch and some grains, trying some grains out, that he might stay the same next week too. So we'll see how that goes, but next week will be his 4th week of transition. So that's all I have for this week. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a marvelous weekend and a marvelous week. And as always, I will see you back next time.
Good morning. This is James again, Jenny's husband, and It's my second week of transition and it's gone well. I actually maintained this week. I didn't lose or gain, and I'm kind of surprised, but it could be just water fluctuation too. So we'll see how the next couple weeks go. But the fruit has been a good addition. I've enjoyed it, and it really does just feel good. I mean, just the what I'm eating, the diet itself, you just feel healthy and increased energy level. So, anyways, I hope everybody else is having success and have a great weekend.
I just wanted to hop on here and brag about my husband for just a second. I don't know if you guys know this, but he is a tax accountant, and he's working his rear off right now to get all of the extension work done by October 15th. And just like every year, so many of our clients procrastinate, and so James is down to the wire. So he's been working a lot of hours, and I asked him to shoot that video, and he did it for me this morning. And when I got home and I was watching, I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking about 2 weeks ago. Poor guy. Like, he has been following Optavia transition plan like nobody's business, and he doesn't even realize it. So he's doing a great job, and he's juggling working a lot in the tax office right now. So I know he is really looking forward to a break after October 15th. And by then, he's going to have all of his grains back too. So I'm really looking forward to him sharing with you every week as he goes through this transition. But I did want to, I put it on the screen of that he's actually in third week, and he did add in all his dairy this week. So, and he did a great job with it. I'm going to brag on him just a little bit because he's doing a great job.